From Maricel Halili, TV5, my audio of a woman circulating in group chats. This woman is asking people once again to buy their groceries because the president will declare a total lockdown either Monday or Tuesday. Please clarify. Hindi po totoo yan at dinadaan na po sa forensics yung audio clip na yan. From Joseph Morong, GMA7, how can we contain the virus? Meaning, prevent the spread of COVID in a modified lockdown situation. Pag na-announce na po namin kung ano yung setup, then we will explain further kung ano yung magiging mga hakbang, mga do's and don'ts at mga bagong guidelines under the new rules after April 30. Can you address some of the voice clips going around about a total lockdown? Gaya ng sinabi ko, hindi po totoo yan at dinadaan na po sa forensics yung voice clip na yan. Can we get a definitive statement on 1. Will the President declare martial law? No. Nasabi na rin ng AFP yan, spokesperson ng AFP, PNP, pati si Secretary Lorenzana already spoke about that. 2. Is a total lockdown in the radar screen of the IATF? No, hindi namin pinag-usapan yung wala kasi sa vocabulary namin yung total lockdown. 'Di ba? So even ang discipline naman namin sa IATF is quarantine, no? Community quarantine, modified or enhanced or general community quarantine. So we never use yung lockdown. Will the IATF agree to lift the liquor ban as asked by liquor makers in the country? Hindi namin, sa totoo lang, hindi namin napag-usapan yan kahapon. But again, may meeting kami tomorrow to further discuss yung anong mangyari after April 30. So, maaring mapag-usapan namin yan or hindi. So, tingnan natin. From Chris Jose of Remate Online, kinumpirma na po ni Yorme Isko na magpapatupad ng lockdown sa Sampaloc area. Ito po kasi ang lugar na may mataas na kaso ng COVID. Wala pa pong specific date dahil masusi pa raw itong pinag-aaralan ng mga otoridad sa ITF po. Na pag-usapan niyo po ba ang ganitong hakbang na pagpapatupad ng total lockdown sa distritong may mataas na kaso ng COVID? Kailangan po bang makipag-coordinate ng LGUs na magpapatupad ng lockdown sa area ng kanilang nasasakupan gaya po ng pamunuan ng lungsod na Maynila sa IATF bago po ipatupad ito? Ano po ba ang mga basihan or reasons bago po makapag-implement ng total lockdown sa isang lugar? Okay, so instead of talking about lockdown, no, sa gaya ng sinabi ko, ang disiplina naman namin sa IATF is we talk about quarantine. So sa pag-enforce sa mga quarantine, isa sa mga pinag-uusapan namin sa IATF is gagawa kami ng mga panibagong guidelines, no? Subject of course to the approval ni Pangulong Duterte. At kasama sa mga guidelines na yan, kung ano yung magiging triggers para sa iba't ibang mga LGUs para iakyat yung quarantine level nila, no? So something to that effect. Kaya pagdating po dun sa kung barangay per barangay, isa rin yun sa mga maaari namin bigyan ng mga parameters or yung mga tinatawag nga na triggers para i-enhance yung community quarantine posible dun sa mga localities na yan, down to the barangay level, no? So that's also one option na tinitingnan natin. Ngayon na dahil wala pa po yan, naintindihan naman po namin na yung kalagayan ng City of Maynila, no, under kay Mayor Isko. So tama po yun, dapat number 1, makipag-coordinate siya sa DILG para maayos yung pag-implement nung anuman mga measures na gustong implement ng City of Manila. Number 2, that already goes down to the implementation, no? So pagdating sa implementation ng mga directives or policies ng IATF, yung chief implementer po yung dapat makipag-ugnayan din po sila. So kay Secretary Galvez. Yun. So Secretary Anyos and Secretary Galvez. But I know both of them are already aware of the predicament of Mayor Isko, and I think I believe na nagko-coordinate na yun sila with Mayor Isko. From Jen Kabiling, how will the government enforce quarantine rules in subdivisions and residential buildings amid reports some residents violated the rules and gathered in common places like pools and clubhouses? So yun, yung implementation is up to the LGUs, no? Nasa responsibility ng mga LGUs to enforce whatever directives na binibigay ng IATF or ng mga patakaran ng mga LGUs based din dun sa guidelines ng IATF. Do the policemen have authority to go inside these subdivisions and residential buildings to implement quarantine protocols? Again, we will leave that to the implementation of the chief implementer together with the DILG kasi sa kanya yung jurisdiction ng mga kapulisan together with the LGU dahil sila po yung nagko-coordinate as far as enforcement of laws are concerned at kasama rin po yung enforcement ng mga ordinances and executive orders ng LGUs. Number 2, will the government heed the appeal of alcohol beverage makers to lift total liquor ban? Again, hindi namin napag-usapan kahapon, maaari mapag-usapan namin tomorrow sa IATF meeting. From Trisha Terada, CNN Philippines, what is IATF's assessment of government response more than a week before quarantine period ends? Actually, kung nakikita nyo, no, at marami na rin siguro even sa private sector, ang nagsasabi na we've been able to slow down the infection rate ng COVID-19. So, kung titingnan mo, yung rate of doubling natin is, in some studies, comparing the Philippines to other countries, we are between 5 to 10 days. We double, ang cases ng COVID-19 double every 5 to 10 days na, no? Because some countries ay nagdo-double every 3 days. Yung iba nagdo-double between 2 days to 3 days, no? Tayo, ang Pilipinas, nandun na tayo sa segment na nagdo-double yung cases natin doon every 5 to 10 days. Yung sinasabi naman na R0 natin is presently, I think our R0 is 3. Meaning to say, one patient infects 3, no? If I'm not mistaken here. Wait, let me check, no? So yung R0 score natin is 3 right now. So in terms of yung pag-slow down ng mga infection rate ng COVID-19, na ma-manage na po natin. So, yun yung isa sa mga basis na tinitingnan natin in which gives us more confidence dun sa pagde-decide natin on what to do after April 30. So, what do we expect in the next 10 days? Well, the next 10 days, as far as IATF is concerned, tuloy-tuloy pa po yung aming mga meetings because kahapon po, nung sa pagkakaalam ko, nung nag-present po yung members ng IATF to the President, hindi pa po nakapag-decide si Pangulong Duterte kung anong gagawin after April 30 at binalik niya muna sa IATF ang pagpapatuloy ng aming discussions doon para mas mabibigyan namin si Pangulong Duterte ng more options that he can take a look at. So, that's one. Number 2, magkakaroon tayo ng mas malawak na mga testing, especially sa NCR. In fact, today, Tuesday, magkaroon ng inauguration dun sa Philippine Red Cross, no? Para to show to the public that we are increasing our testing capacities. So yun, and then habang ine-expand natin yung testing capacities po natin, mas makikita natin within the next 10 days yung how many more yung infection rate natin, mas makikita rin natin yung ating recoveries. We hope to be able to increase pa our recoveries and decrease yung mga deaths natin. So lahat yan will play a big factor as we continue to monitor, no? Para matulungan din tayo sa paggawa ng desisyon na pwede naman namin ipakita kay Pangulong Duterte for him to choose yung option.